Alright, welcome back to the second day of the London Grand Slam, and today I am playing Jarek in my first game. Let's find the proper page here, schedule. Oh no, final rounds. There we go. So yeah, playing Jarek, who I played yesterday as well. So it'll be a chance for me to get back at him. I'm choosing the US because I am the player with the better seed. Let's take a look at the schedule from yesterday. I finished at number 9 according to this, but number 8 here. So this is the proper, I think. Yeah, not too bad. Finished on 2-2. I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's usually what I finish at. Breaking even. Okay. I actually enjoy the game much more than GLHF because enjoying the game is the most important thing, and also you don't really want your opponent to have good luck. You want both of you to have good luck or bad luck. You want it to be within reason. So I don't know. Good luck, have fun is a little bit dishonest, maybe. Well, not the have fun part, obviously. Right. Yeah, I've been going back and forth on that a little bit, but I cannot not choose the US. If you look at my statistics, I have a much better win rate with them. Not the best hand in the world. I've got Marshall. Should I do a Marshall setup thing? I haven't got Defectors or any of the cards, so I'm a little bit hesitant to do that. I really haven't got the Ops either, so I would like to use this for Ops if I can. Maybe I will. I'll do a standard setup for now. And then maybe I'll event Marshall, but I'm probably not. Instead, I might do this. So yesterday, alright. Romanian, that's also an interesting headline. Not. Okay. Here comes the coup. He's going for Iran. Right? That lets me counter coup. Thinking if he did Romanian there this early, he might be holding D-style. Then he might want to lower Defcon. And then maybe I should just not help him do that. I've got these decols, I'm holding that. I need to get to Egypt before something terrible happens. Fidel, I'm probably going to have to trigger that. Actually, I could space Fidel and then play Vietnam Revolts last, but then I really don't have any ops now. Let's go out of Israel. The problem right now is I can't even really counter coup if he coups because I've got Marshall. That's pretty much it. I suppose that's fine. Let's go Truman into Egypt. Bit of a shame to get rid of Truman that quickly, but I don't really have a choice, I don't think. And I also need to get to Thailand because I'm going to have to play Vietnam Revolts. I might be able to space twice. Thing is, I'm also going to have to hold Marshall for blockade. Yeah, not the best starting hand, definitely. Okay, that's 2 VPs, not bad. And then he coups Egypt. Alright, well, that makes NASA free, I suppose. Let's head to Lebanon, shall we? Up. Do. Sorry, that was to my cat. Right, so I sense some Middle East scoring coming up. Not much I can do about that, to be honest. It's going to be pretty bad. But there you go. I don't really have anything. Let's try and get to Thailand before him. And also, let's start to try and fill up France a bit. Yeah, okay. Thought it was going to get even worse than that. I guess it's time to space, maybe? Alright. So now I could space Vietnam revolts as well if I want to. But I could also just go to Thailand with Marshall. But ideally, I would like to play Marshall after Vietnam revolts. Yeah, I should probably just space it. Okay, CAA. That gives me, and I know I'm going to get containment. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, probably. So what am I going to do with this? Actually, what I could do is I could go. Hang on. If I go to Angola now, can I go to Zaire as well? No, not really. Well, yes, no. Not if I'm going to space Vietnam. So, don't just want to go to Angola. Let's go to Thailand. I mean, he didn't have the best hand either, to be honest, but slightly better than mine, I would say. Okay, so now I'm spacing this. Or I could just fill up Thailand. Then he's going to go to Laos. Nah, I don't want him to have access, and I do love my space race. So now he can take South Korea with containment. And I'm not even going to get to use it. That's a... Yeah, that's... don't know about this. But there you go. Hang on, I could have played Marshall first now. Before Vietnam. But then I wouldn't get to here. I don't really have to fill up Thailand to 3. We can do that. That's nice. I get the goal. I get Sokov, so I need to handle these cards, but Could get me quite far into space. Defectors is a good headline. Yes. I might want to trigger de Gaulle as well, actually. At least if I can get to Algeria before him. Okay, well, cautious headline. He does not know that I do not have any scoring cards. Yep, alright. So what's my number one priority here? I think Algeria is pretty high up. Also trying to get to India. I do need one more battle ground in Asia. He does not have, like, he's got Panama to coup, obviously. That's pretty much it. I'd like to spread into Angola and Zaire as well. Middle East is kind of like, I don't know, should I try and get to Saudi Arabia? I don't feel like that's my number one priority. That will lower the score from 4 to 3. It's a lot of work. And the only thing I'm worried about, obviously, is if he gets to control. But okay, that's not too bad. We know Indo-Pakistani war is gone. Let's try this. That gives me a choice, kind of, depending on what he does. I'm not sure I want to go into an ops war in South Korea. I think it's too costly. And I'm going to have to space a lot as well. And Arab-Israeli war is a little bit tricky as well. Right, so yeah, fill up India, I think that was the right choice. So now the question is, do I go US Japan into South Korea? It's a chance for me to get that, but at the same time, it's very costly. I can probably offset his domination anyway with country count. Getting a strong position in Southeast Asia. So I'm thinking about maybe doing something else. And domination for me is kind of out of the question right now, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that was a bit meaningless, but there you go. Let's space now because I have a moment. All right, and then I guess I'll probably trigger de Gaulle, but I need to take Algeria first. It's nice to get rid of de Gaulle, and if I trigger it, then I take Algeria, then it's fine. Then I don't really need to worry about him so much. I got Korean War. I thought you already played that. No, he was holding it. Right, sorry. Yeah, so probably not a good idea to dump 4 ops into South Korea there. Let's try and get to... We'll maybe do this first. Get rid of this card. Close. Oh, and I need to hold the goal as well. Yeah, but that's fine. I'm happy to play him in the last round. D-style. Colombia? Really? Is that a misclick? Why would you go Colombia there? I'm happy to get my mill-ups. I think. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can counter coup, sure, but now I've got my mill-ups, so... That's not nothing. Did you want to get back into Panama? Sometimes it's a little bit rude to ask if it was a misclick, because that sort of implies it was a really bad move. But this one, I think, probably it's pretty obvious, but... why wouldn't he coup back, though? Maybe he doesn't have anything. Because now... Okay, well now I have to go to Venezuela. And then I have to take Algeria. I kind of wanted to overprotect Thailand a little bit as well, because we don't know if maybe I think I would counter coup with a blockade there, to be honest. You need to... Then maybe I coup back, but you never know. Like, if you can counter coup, I think you should maybe try it. Someone was drunk at the USSR Foreign Office. Asia's scoring, but it's okay. Not great, but not terrible. And I think it's time to trigger Mr. de Gaulle. Yeah, we do know Suez is coming, though. That could be pretty bad. He could steal France if he gets that. Should I just space him? Because then the Gaulle is not such a bad card. It does kind of, if he gets Europe scoring as well, then it's much more manageable. I also don't like the idea of the Gaulle staying in the deck, but Suez is a headline, and then he steals France. So yeah, I think I'm just going to space him. I got Suez, so I could have taken it. 5-year plan. I've got defectors again, which is he doesn't know. I've got the blockade. So what's he got? Any of the 4 ops, I think. Nuclear test ban, still out there. He's got that. Europe scoring, obviously. UN intervention. Most of the blue cards have been seen. The important ones, anyway. And the red 3s. All of them. There's at least one more, I think. Is it? Olympic Games? Yeah, yeah. So those 4 at least. There might be more. I'm never entirely sure, but it's usually 4, I think. Let's defector it. Yeah, there we go. Lovely defector. So he probably doesn't have any more ways into Europe, I don't think. Who in Venezuela, presumably. Bearing his mistakes, but it doesn't really get him all the way. Let's trigger Warsaw. I mean, that is pretty pretty sad, the misclick, because that really changes the game. It has a huge effect on the game. But at the same time, I'm happy to be in South America, so otherwise it would have been brutal if we had got to D-style and just fill it up completely. He's still got a really strong position there in the long term, I think. You can fill up those other countries and then coup and threaten realign on Venezuela, but it'd be bad. He probably doesn't want to coup now, though. UN with US Japan. I'm kind of tempted to event 5-year plan, but then also I do. I'm still a little bit worried he might have something like Duck. Let's go to Panama before it's too late. And let's protect against a late poke of West Germany. Might just jam the China card in there or whatever. I think now is the time when he should probably just score Europe, if he's not going to do anything about it. But he might try something later in the turn. But he can't really have anything apart from like let's try and go here and see what happens. He could give me a coup target. Oh, he did have that. Well, he would event that, but it doesn't do much. To be fair, I would just fill up Thailand, so it's probably better to do that. He does not want to give me the coup target, so I'm gonna. Thing is, though, I mean, do I want to give him even more influence in Europe? He might go for the country count there. Should be fine though, but I should probably space first. Something's wrong with my rockets. Don't like that. There we go, Europe scoring out of the way. 5 lovely points. Oh, sorry, I'm sleeping. Let's go here. Probably need to overtake this. Need to overtake this. Although, like, he's never going to get to Thailand now. He doesn't have Decol, doesn't have Vietnam. You never know, there might be a coup or something. Brush War, but then that doesn't really help against Brush War. Should fill up Malaysia quickly. Low protect France, I think. And maybe also walk into Cameroon? Because he's just going to coup Nigeria, but then that will threaten Zaire as well. So Cameroon. I don't know. I'd like to put 2 in France, but I think maybe 1 will have to do for now. Europe's just been scored as well, so it's not priority probably. But yeah, Cameroon, Malaysia. Ooh, he had that. Of course he had that. But I missed that. It's always 1. And I don't know, maybe I need to worry a bit about the Middle East. It's now 5 points. I probably should grab Saudi Arabia to have at least 1 battleground. But I also feel like the other things are more important. this, this. Yeah, and I also need to worry about brush war in Italy, really. That's actually more important than Thailand. That would take the whole... okay, let's leave it. Okay, grain sales. Not a lot of ops, but still some good events. John Paul is very much sort of an event for the future, though, at this moment. Missile Envy is fine. Well, I mean, that depends. Not entirely. And grain sales is always better, so let's go with that. This goes to space, but OPEC is also pretty annoying. It's 3 points right now. OES is a good AL7. Fidel's gonna have to trigger. Might be able to space both. I mean, I'm actually guaranteed to be able to space both, so do a lot of spacing. Oh, okay. Well, I've got plenty of fuel for it. I don't mind stealing the China card, but I prefer stealing the coup. Okay, this is interesting. So Fidel is going to go now. So Central is theoretically, I mean, the goal, definitely. It's nice, I don't have to worry about him. Allende, I mean, Allende's not really a threat, but it's a red card. So. Brezhnev, absolutely. But then Central is tricky. Do I think it'll be in my favor? We know Fidel is not happening, so yeah, it probably will be in my favor. It's just Liberation that could ruin it, or coups. It's a pretty strong Shah. And we're out of the trap. He's got Nigeria. And maybe Zaire as well. I don't have the ops to... Okay. Cultural? I don't have the ops to take any of these, but I can do a coup with Missile Envy. Playing the China card into Africa like that, I don't know, does that single... exactly, Africa scoring. Or a point, but that's less than 3 points for me, 4 points for me, would have been the effect. Let's go to space. I think Fidel is actually more important to get rid of, even though I will get rid of both. I can always hold cards as well, I suppose, but yeah, no, I want a space before one small step comes and ruins it. I want to get to the 2 points. I love the Pope, but I think he's going to have to go to Saudi Arabia this time. Just to, I don't know, just to be a little bit safe. The Middle East is often the least important region because there's not that many points in it. But if you get control, it's quite a lot of points. So, don't want that. He's bear trapping himself. I have a feeling I might not really be able to exploit it. But then do I need to coup back Colombia now? It's not really going to work either. I really don't have any other. I mean, OAS, I suppose, could do something. Open up Brazil. But then I can't really follow up. Guess then maybe Argentina would be better. Yeah, that's probably a priority in this case. And he's out. I cannot give him 4 points, so I'm going to have to just try with this. At least if he wants to realign, then he can't protect Argentina at the same time. I think I should probably have sequenced that turn a little bit differently. Started off with leaving the ops for later. But like 2 into Saudi Arabia is not really. I could have put just one, used one of the 1 ops there. Yeah. We'll just have to space. Ah. Okay, interesting. We have not seen Lone Gunman, but I feel like this is still maybe a Kennedy turn. Because it's a bunch of bad scorings. Central is fine, but... Then again, a brush war, that would just bring South America to 0, and that's not really worth it. Usuri is pretty good. Usuri is a pretty good headline, but then again, if you want to play Kennedy, you probably want to do it in the headline. Otherwise, you just end up on the back foot. Let's headline Kennedy. Can get rid of Truman as well. Alright. Very weak headline from him. And I think I'll keep the rest. I think if he had Liberation, he would have headlined it rather than Sadat. So, well, that's an improvement. Very much so. I still think brush war in South America is a good idea. This is an incredible hand. Voice can get him out of Nigeria and Libya. I would like to fill up Panama? Yeah. Okay, that's a shame. Now I might have to rush. I might have to ABM that now. Because voice doesn't really do much. But first, let's brush for Brazil. Stop the real line. Nice. Then Egypt is priority, and Mexico, of course. Maybe nuclear subs is my hold card. It's nice to get a coup in Africa. If I were him, I would go for Egypt now, if he has a 3-op. And there's quite a few 4-ops left as well that we haven't seen yet. I would have liked to put one more in Egypt, but if I only put one in Brazil, in Mexico, then he would go to Nicaragua, and then it would be too late. So I need to score it before he goes to Cuba. I suppose I could just coup Nicaragua as well. And maybe arms race would have been better. Okay, let's use shuttle then. I've got good ops. Yeah, but now I can't. Oh, I really would have liked to fill that up, but I've been waiting too long with it. That's a real shame. I could have had 8 points from that for only the cost of 4 ops. That would be very efficient ops, but there you go. Okay. I don't want to go to Cuba, so let's score Central. Ah, he got that. Nice. Wow. Okay, so now I think voice. Kick you out of Nigeria. And then what else? Asia? Yeah, I mean, since I'm going to use Suri anyway. I was going to do that later though, but this is fine, I guess. Who would have thought the North Koreans were listening to Voice of America? And then ABM, and where do I go with that? I suppose it's Angola. It's the only one that's weak enough to guarantee success. Even though it hasn't been scored, but it's pretty much only Asia left now. Incredibly strong turn for me, but also he had the. I mean, it was Kennedy, so otherwise it would not have been half as good. And then we do Yasuri. I'm tempted to score Asia for 1 point. Then again, depending on what happens, I mean, he's gonna forfeit the coup most likely. If I'm not, otherwise, I mean, Junta is an obvious headline as well. But then I'm gonna steal the coup. So then, I mean, worst case scenario, I should be able to steal something in Asia, but then it'll be a tie. Then I could grab Taiwan, but I probably need the China card to steal anything. Asia scoring is only ruined by Decol, which is gone, and Indo-Pakistani War, which is also gone, I think. No? No, it's not. And even if he gets Pakistan, it's only one more point, so... Yeah, I think... I mean, I do like Junta, but at the same time... He coups, is going to coup in Africa, where I still have domination. Is it greedy to want to do something with Asia? Try and go for domination? I mean, he's going to get one of these countries back. I don't have the ops to to take both, even if he decides to coup and leave it to me. And then it's going to be a tie at best. Like if I get one of them, and then I fill up Taiwan and Japan, but then I have to use the China card probably to do that. So yeah, no, I think Asia scoring is fine. Yeah. And it seems like he might still go for the coup, or he's doing it defensively, or both. I mean, regardless, it's good. Playing lads is what I'm talking about. So Liberation goes to space. I should probably hurry up a bit because one small step is definitely waiting in the wings. Oh no, I've got it. I've got it. Nice. Nuclear subs, I feel, is not strong enough now. I've got most of Africa anyway, and I only have 2 ops. He doesn't have that. He seems to be pretty weak as well. One more there, I suppose, is nice. The goal is still in the game. And then that gives me the opportunity to take Pakistan. He could definitely have the war, but even still, it's nice to get it. We haven't seen cultural, have we? No. So that could happen anytime. Junta is a nice AR7 hour, maybe a hold card. Let's take a moment of space. Filling up Israel is also a priority, actually. And then I suppose I might as well space Willy Brandt. No. It's slow going in space, but getting to headline peak would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to hold Junta because, yeah, it's a bad turn for coups anyway. There isn't that much I want to coup or realign. Okay, we have to deal with that now, have we? I might do a how I learn thing at the end. That might be nice. If we don't get sort of... I would like to event Camp David. It's not strictly necessary. It's nice if it comes back and it doesn't do much. Oh, yeah, I should have seen that coming from a mile away. Just walked right into that trap. So now Camp David actually makes sense. Do I get this? I really should get this. What? So Middle East offsets Africa completely, even and +1. And then we're basically, I've got one more here, he's got one more there, so yeah. I think it was probably at 0. That's a shame. But yeah, okay. Cambridge 5 then, I guess. Fill up Israel. And I want to put one into Greece as well, to protect Italy. Maybe one into... Oh, he's not going to brush for Thailand, he's going to brush for Pakistan if he wants to go for age. Maybe overprotect Pakistan. I need to coup. Oh no, I don't need to coup. Oh no, I haven't got any more turns left. I'm just doing this now. For 3 points. That's fine, right? Can't do anything in Europe. You can do something in Asia, but then, yeah. Indo-Pakistani war is nice. Lone gunman is not so nice. But I can get away from it with Cuban. I like Cuban here. Cuban is good. What's he referring to? How I learned? I didn't do that in our last game, I don't think. Oh yeah. No, actually not. I had Brushwalk, and they got me ABM. And Junta, I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah. It is a bit unfair. I've had good hands. I mean, yeah. I've had playable hands, but I haven't had much problems, but I've also not had a lot of ops a few times. But then I've had some really powerful events. The beginning was pretty awful, like turn 1 was really... Yeah, that was really nasty. That one was okay. I mean, that one was... it was okay. It was good to get these events, Decol and Suez, to get rid of that. Like, pretty weak hand again. Very weak hand, apart from Grains. But he better trapped himself there, so that worked out anyway. This was obviously incredible. And then, yeah, so I got Junta last time, I think. And again, a pretty weak hand. So, not the strongest hands, but also, like, not too many problems to deal with. And some powerful events. The Cuban is just perfect here. Alright. We both wanted to lower Defcon there. But he probably did not appreciate lowering it all the way down to 2. What cards does he have? I got cultural. Got NATO. He played Dart recently. Most of these have been triggered. Fidel could be back. Right? Yeah, Fidel could be back. Vietnam could be back. Or I think I saw it, didn't we? Yeah, 10-3, yeah. Oh, it could be back. De Gaulle could be back. No, well, it could be back. I discarded it. It's not holding it, probably. Decol. Actually, Decol, did we see Decol during, we saw it in turn 3, yeah, so. The mid-war, the reshuffle is much harder to do in your head. But we've seen Lone Gunman and CAA, which I kept forgetting yesterday in several games. No scorings, I don't think. No, they were all discarded, pretty much. Flower Power, so he's got Flower Power. I think maybe South African Unrest? No, he got decalled back. Now, what was I thinking of doing? Oh yeah, I don't strictly need to trigger Lone Gunman right now. I probably need to fill up some of these countries. This is going to space. In the Pakistani war is the event. US, yeah. Okay, so let's use this. Right, I think I have to do the realign then. I should have overtaken. I should have used a stronger car there, actually. There you go. I can live with that. Might as well get rid of this. And I suppose this. Oh. Oh man. Oh, I was gonna overprotect it. Oh, that's huge. Fuck. I forgot. Oh man. What a cock up. Okay, I think it's time to trigger this because he's not allowed to coup and he can't remove anything. Right. I'm always nervous about this. I'm showing in my hand as well, which is not great. Maybe I should wait. But I just don't like having it sitting in my hand. Oh, Italy! Damn it. It's still looking fairly good, but I'm losing a lead that I should not be losing. What did he roll? Rolled a 5. Yeah, so even if I'd fill up Greece, but not Spain, he'd still have made it. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't notice he got domination in Asia. Fudge. Please not have the scoring card. Am I completely throwing this game away right now? All I have to do is fill up like 2 measly Southeast Asian countries to stop that. And I've had the whole game to do that. And I still haven't done it. But I don't think he has Asia scoring because he would have played it by now. Okay. Just a bit of defensive propping up of South Africa there. Okay, let's do something about Asia then, shall we? I might as well fill this up. Yeah, that's space. Right. Yeah, I messed that up. Okay. Can I get to War Games? Probably not. Karl is a good headline. Gives me 2 VPs. Well, if I space, I might. Asia right now is 1 for him. Need to fill up Japan. Terrorism is nice, but I think Karl is the best headline. Yeah. I mean, I've got a bunch of space-worthy cards. This one certainly. This one as well. I've held Junta for like since turn 6, I think. But we know I can hold on to the China card for the rest of the game now. Cultural is gone. Might be worth. I'm thinking maybe is it worth playing it, and then playing to like to take India and go for domination there. Oh, I've still got Taiwan. Nice. Iranian is playable. Pershing is kind of playable as well, but it's a point, so we'll see. Wow, that's DEFCON. He must have had an awful hand to headline that. Yeah. I see. All right, not bad. I am going to advance to the next stage, and I'm not 100% if I've ever done that before in any Grand Slam. I'm going to meet Tim Furrow, so that's going to be a challenge. But any game at this level is going to be a challenge, I think. For me. All right. Yeah, that's it. Let's take a quick break. Next game is when? Do, 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 do. 12:30, so an hour from now, Swedish time. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.